problems, see them gather around the show. Empty promise, can't say nothing anymore. I've been shouting, down a hall. Hello, watch and repeat. Say you're heaven in between. Come and get me, I'm so ready to begin. I've been hoping for your call. Welcome to the BCC, that class in LA. You can live your perfect life.
Welcome back to the show. My name is Ray Porter. I'm here for you on Darting Post TV, coming at you live in Ultra HD. What a fantastic half hour we've got coming up for you. You will see in the training room with current champion Joe Clark as he prepares for this weekend's big matchup with Chris Pryor and Tommy, so the Hallam Darts Championship returning to the Carpenter's Arms. We will see those three come up against one another. Obviously, Joe coming in with the trophy, Tom desperate for retribution, Chris Pryor hot on the heels, the Kingmaker, come throne taker, come goodness knows what he's going to bring this weekend. He does have a disastrous history at the venue. I remember him almost losing an eye a few years ago, and of course, famously, this time last year, he ended up face first in his pint. Tom and Joe cavorted with some locals. It really did put a stain on the competition, but wonderful time out last time, so we're excited to see what happens today at the HDC competition. We will also have an interview with one of the new coaches on the scene. More to come on that. But first of all, let's talk about Chris Pryor. He's been putting in the hours on the board. We can see the averages coming up and down. We can see him really trialing the longer format, really going for the best of 14. Of course, he did that famous first of 14, which must have really thrown him for 6. But he's keeping that doubles percentage high, and we're seeing him really go for it this year. So this could be the one. I'm kind of sick of saying it, but putting it out there, my prediction. We'll see more predictions later. But for me, Ray, I really think he can do it. I'm going to put my money on that man, Chris Pryor. But in the meantime, let's first take a look at the current champion and see how he's preparing for a fantastic weekend this weekend. I think it'll be fantastic.
Yeah, it was a wonderful feeling. You know, it's been well documented. I dug myself a very deep hole, and you know, had to climb my whole way out, which is never easy. The lads made it harder and harder and harder, but yeah, obviously I managed to come home with the trophy.
The best you ever had is just a memory.
Yes, basically the same as last time. Just get as many minutes on the board as you can, even if it's just 3 darts at a time in between meetings or little legs here and there against middleweights. It's been good for my game. I think one of the most exciting parts of it is seeing if I can repeat it under tension. I think that's what we'll see on the day, is can I withstand the pressure.
Mecca double or betting pencil.
Yeah, it was a fantastic leg of darts. I still can't really believe that I managed to achieve it. Managed to get in the old 144, which obviously I've started to get known for. That's the trademark finish. Obviously sometimes it's a 108 in Shanghai, but yeah, hopefully I can hit one on the day. Hopefully I can repeat it out of the practice room. I've got to say Chris. I mean, you know what Tom's like, it's almost like playing dartboard. You know he's going to get somewhere between 48 and 52 average. You know he's going to punish you if you don't get on with it. You know he's going to punish you every now and again when you don't deserve it, and he's just so consistent. So I feel as though I've got my game in a place where I can cope with that. What I'm not going to be able to cope with this time round is a Chris that can hang on. You know, I'm really scared of him having these long stints. You know, playing. You know, the other night he played about 30 legs on his own. It's just unheard of. I see some of these averages that he's putting up, and I'll be honest, it scares the shit out of me. So we'll have to see what happens there. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, the clock!
Wasn't that exciting to just see how well he's done? He really is. He really is changing his game. You know, it's famous for his mental game, famous for how he tries to get in other people's heads, the little ways that he does it. You know, we've seen some fantastic examples of him over the years, really trying to lead the way. But we've not seen him turn it internally. So be interested to see how he copes on the Guinness double zeros. He'll have a full belly leg, but I don't know how well he's going to end up performing in that second act, you know, where you really do need a little bit of something just to keep you driving forwards, just to keep you moving. Very excited to see how that shows up. Coming up next, we've got interview with a new face in the HDC. It's the new coach for Tom Eason. As we know, Tom's won this championship over 8 times. The trophy's more often than not finding its way back to Solihull. But let's catch up with his new trainer. Obviously, he's reacted to the defeat with humility, his usual sort of way. Very excited to see how this guy has affected his game. Raul VT, Raul the Clip. So Sam, very excited to meet you. Welcome to the HDC. Welcome to Darting Post TV. Coming at you live in Ultra HD. Talk to me. Where are you at? Where's Tom's head at the moment?
Look, Joe, thank you for having me. I'm a big fan of what you do, big fan of your channel. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. But no, just took a break from some press releases, some signings, some autographs. But no, I wouldn't miss this for the world. Absolutely not. And in terms of where Tom's head at, I've personally probably never seen him in such great shape. He's confident. He's more aware of what he can do. And he believes in himself, which is, you know, the perfect ingredients for the perfect dart player. And I know he's ready to go.
Of course, we know Tom well for his temperament. We know he doesn't really let people into the training room. Tell us, how did this come about? How did you end up collaborating together?
Yeah, a lot of people have said this to me about Tom normally likes to take a back seat. Tom likes to keep himself to himself. He doesn't like to show too much of where his game's at and who he is. You know, I think for Tom to do that, he really has to trust someone. Tom joined HSCC, and you know, we hit it off from there. I saw someone that was willing to learn. I saw someone that was loving what he did, whether he won or lost. And let's face it, there was a lot of losses. But you know, I just admired his ability to pick himself up. I admired his confidence, and I saw parts in his game that I could improve. You know, and I think Tom has opened himself up to me. I've definitely touched him. He's touched me. There's a lot of negative press and outside comments about, you know, the true relationship of mine and Tom. You know, mainly coming from Charlotte and my wife Nicola, but I think that shows where their mind's at. Disgusting thought process. Our relationship is pure, genuine, and you know, we've become BFFs. So, you know, I don't really think I need to say any more on that. But yeah.
That's great. I'm glad you're getting so much time with Tom. How do you rate his chances this weekend? How do you think he's going to get on against a resurgent Joe Clark and an unbelievably on-form Chris Pryor?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of FaceTime there. We're in the same circle. We do the same things. Absolutely. But no, look, I'm not just saying this as his guru, mentor, role model. I'm saying this as a darting expert, and I think Tom's the favourite. I look at his all-round game, and he's put the 3 parts of darts that you need, you know, your scoring, your setup play, and your finishing. He's put them together, you know, and he's coming in with some really impressive averages, averaging in the 70s. We played a game recently, and he averaged 80. His average legs per game are coming down. He's got great legs. Tom's got the best legs probably I've seen out of you 3. You know, but look, there are always uncertainties. How he's going to get on with the format. It's important that he gets off to a really good start, really fast start, because you know, if you are knocked out early on and you have to get back into the game, especially as its winner stays on, that can affect your rhythm. So I think it's important that he gets a good start. But as I said, I think the 3 parts of his game have come together really well. We've worked on what was needed. And I think, you know, he's doing really, really well. You know, people talk about his form, the fact he hasn't won for 4 weeks on a Monday at HS, you know, in the Shirley and Birmingham League. And I think that's, yeah, it's true, fair enough. But, you know, you can't judge a man on just a couple of weeks. You've got to judge him over the year. And I think he's had, so far, a fantastic one.
And of course, we know you well from the feeder leagues. You played around Solihull. You played plenty of legs with Tom. You consider yourself his coach. But I put it to you that the only reason you're willing to coach him is as a means to get into the HDC, which, of course, we heard you famously react on Darting Nation. What's the game here? What are you trying to get out of this?
He wasn't meant to ask me that. I was not brief on that. I think that's disgusting. I think what you've done there is absolutely disgusting. And you know, I don't know whether you're asking it for your views. You know, your channel. Look, I've seen the views. They're not great views. You know, Darts Nation, the darting side of the station. Real channel. I can't believe you've asked me that. Look, I need. He wasn't meant to ask me. He wasn't meant to ask me. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? The interview's done. The interview's done. No, I'm sorry. No.
Wow, shocking stuff. Let's first of all apologise for any profanity or offence calls there. We did not expect that sort of a blow up. You know, Tom, known for his temperament, known for being very consistent, very mellow, sort of non-confrontational. Aside from the fountain incident, obviously, which is well documented, and we won't go into it now. Yeah, really shocking stuff. Hopefully that won't weigh heavy on the Solihull camp. Hopefully the train ride in, they'll be sat together, they'll be working through the motions, and they've got time to really find the heads, and hopefully it don't impact them too much this weekend. And so, with only a few hours left until the players line up at the Hockey, we've reached out to some people who know them best and some very familiar faces to see who they think is going to take home the Craig Webster Trophy this weekend. Will the Hallam Darts Championship be going back down to the coast? Will it be staying near the best services in the UK, or will it be heading to Solihull? We'll find out at the weekend, but first, let's hear what these people think.
Well, I can't really see past Joe Clark. People are saying he's the strong man, doing a wonderful job in the training room. I think we can all agree that it'll make some great television, and I'll be tuning in. It will be a great performance.
108. And who should Daddy pretend he is?
No,
Himself. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, good idea. And should he have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get a 170 fin.
Oh, okay. Bye. Love you. Have fun.
Who's going to win the Hallam Darts Championship this weekend? There's Tom, consistent on the 20s, but trebles and doubles let him down. As the saying goes, scorings for show, doubles for dough. Then we've got Joe. Joe can be ruthless if he gets in the groove. But sometimes he goes for the wrong shot and he goes up the A1 when he wants the A40. He'll never get home. Then there's Chris. This guy is unlucky, has never won, but since they put the board up in January, he's been practising unbelievably. So I'm going for Chris, because the more you play, the luckier you get. And may the darts be with you. Cheers.